Hello everyone, this is Barbara from Barbara Zen Yoga. This morning we do an easy morning flow and therefore we start in the front of the mat standing. So come to the front of the mat, find a good stable position, good foundation, shift the weight evenly through your feet and enjoy. Find this good foundation. Now bring your hands on your thighs and now slowly let your hands glide down and come into a forward fold. So you want to hinge from your hips. You can bend your knees, but you don't want to have any gap in between your torso and your thighs. So there's no gap in between. You can bend your knees further if you need to. And then once you created this connection, straighten your legs again. You can bring your hands on the calf muscles. The nose is coming closer to your knees. And relax. Relax your arms down to the mat. You can grab the opposite elbow, or you just can relax your hands down to the mat. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. Maybe you can straighten your legs even a bit more without losing the connection, the upper torso to your thighs. Release your hands and vertebra by vertebra. Come back up to a standing position, very slow with your shoulders and the head lifts. And we do this again. Now we introduce the breath. Exhale, take a deep inhale first and exhale down. And let go. Bend your knees. Relax your head, your neck. You can swing your head from the left to the right, forwards, backwards a little bit to make sure it's all relaxed. And again, vertebra by vertebra, on the next inhale, roll up to standing. Close your eyes for a moment and find the connection to your Ujjayi breath again. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your nose. Now bring your hands down to the mat, the outside of your feet, and step your right foot back into a lunge as far as you can. And before you drop the right knee down, just keep moving a little bit to open the hips. So move forward and backward and just feel into your body what feels good. Also move to the right to small circles. Left. And then come back to the center. Make sure your knee is above your ankle and drop your right knee down. Drop the top of your foot down to the mat. Now bring your right hip a little bit more forward to square the hips. Just a tiny movement. And then open the chest, roll the shoulders up and back. And let the hips sink down a little bit deeper on every exhale. On the inhale, open the chest. And on the exhale, drop your hips down to the mat. Now bring your hands up on your thighs, just above your knee.
It allows you to drop the hips even more, or you can bring up the arms. Drop the shoulders away from your ears and keep breathing. Now drop the right hand down to the mat and look up to the left hand and go into a sideways twist. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Tuck your right toes, knee off the mat and step your right foot forward. Come into a forward fold. Hands back to the mat. And step your left leg back. Also here, keep moving a little bit to open the hips. Feel the hamstrings waking up too. And then come back to the center, knee over ankle. Drop your left knee over the top of the foot. Come up on your fingertips. Open the chest. Try to square your hips, so push your left hip a little bit more forward. Open the chest, the shoulders. You can bring your hands up on your thighs. Drop your hips deeper. Shoulders are away from your ears. Or you can bring up your arms. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Bring your left hand down to the mat and look up to the right hand. To the twist. Bring your hand down to the mat, tuck your toes, knee off the mat and step your left foot forward and come into a forward fold. Release your arms and vertebra by vertebra come up into standing position. Bring your hands down to the mat, step your right leg back and step your left leg back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here in downward facing dog. So spread your fingers out wide, index fingers facing forwards and press the mat away to the front. Your head and your neck is relaxed in between your upper arms. And pedal your feet out a little bit. So imagine you're like an inverted V shape. Fingertips up to tailbone, one straight line and tailbone down to the heels, one straight line. Externally rotate your upper arms to open the shoulder blades. You feel that you create space in between your shoulder blades. Imagine there's an orange in your armpits and you want to squeeze it out. And come up on your toes. Bring your knees down to the mat. Big toes are touching. And sit back on your heels. Bring your forehead down on the mat. The arms are extended to the front. You can come up on your fingertips to keep the arms active. Child's pose. Press your tailbones down to your heels. You can close your eyes briefly. Connect with the breath again. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. From here, roll your spine up into cat pose. Push into the mat in your hands. Tuck your tailbone. Tuck your chin to your chest. And come into cow. Drop your belly.
Tilt your tailbone, open the chest, look slightly up.
And roll your spine up into cat. Do this a few more times with your own breath.
Inhale, cow.
Exhale, cat. And sit back on your heels.
If this is uncomfortable for you, you can also bring something, you can sit on a cushion, you can bring a cushion in here. So from here we come into gate pose. Come up and the hips are stacked above your knees. And now straighten your left leg out, bring the soles of your, press into the soles of your foot, especially the outside, and bring your left hand on your thigh. Now inhale your right arm up and push the right hip to the right and slide your hand down. Open the right chest and look up to the ceiling underneath your right arm. And open the right chest and feel the stretch throughout your whole right side. Come a little bit deeper. And come back to the center, and we do the other side. So bring your right foot out to the right side. The sole of the foot is pressing into the mat, especially the outside of the foot. Bring your right hand on your thigh and inhale the left arm up. Now slide your right arm hand down on your leg and push the left hip out to the left. Coming down. Open the left chest, look up to the ceiling. And really feel into the left side, opening up. The rib cage is opening up. And come back to the center. From here we come into a camel pose. I'll show you this from the side. So first bring your hands on your lower back with the fingers pointing downwards and really press into your lower back. So you want to push the hips forward. You can tuck your toes, open your chest, roll your shoulders down away from your ears and push your hips forward. So hips over knees. Maybe that's where you stay, or if you want to choose another option, you can reach down with your right hand and maybe you can reach your right heel and then come up again, and then do the same with your left hand. Maybe both. Also here, push your hips forward. Hips are still above your knees. Can you relax your neck back if you want? If it feels more comfortable, you can leave it up. And come back out of the pose. Come back to a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Bring your hands on your knee. Close your eyes briefly, tuck your chin to your chest, lengthen your spine. And just connect with the moment here, with your breath. palms of your hands together in front of your heart. Thumb is pressing into your sternum. Thank yourself for your yoga practice today. Appreciate your body for all the hard work. Namaste.